everyone, it's Ginger Bee with Steep Tea. Hello. What we're doing today is, it's going to be a 2-day process. I was doing some brainstorming because it's so hot this July. I am going to make a treat. So I'm going to start with steeping off some roasted Mocha Black Tea. And this one has the black tea, the bee pollen, the coffee beans in it. And let's see if I don't want to dump the whole tin. So we'll just get a nice scoop here. Maybe I'll tip the camera a little bit so you can see there's actual coffee beans in this tea. I'm going to use the bubble cup, and I'm just going to shake a little off of that because I do want this to be strong. So that's actually a pot scoop. Oh, I see one bean right there. I want that in there. Anyway, so I do want this to be a strong cup of tea. Again, this is the roasted Mocha Black Tea going in the bubble cup. But I'm also just going to wipe my little scooper off. I'm also going to make a pot of tea. I got my hot water ready. This is going to be the Coffee Caramel Pu'reh, and that's a black tea. This has almond pieces in it. This smells yummy. So we're definitely talking about caffeine here. And at 3 something in the afternoon, this girl is not gonna be drinking this today. I did put a scoop and a little extra in there. So I do want this to be a little stronger. Put my lids on because of the dampness out. Yep, let's see if I can get that in there. That's not the best view there. Again, there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, we got this handy new, magnet. There's a funny one for you. So the new steeping timer that we have, the perfect timer, has on it the green tea, black tea, so I can time this, especially for the black teas because they'll get bitter. So both of these would get bitter. I only have one timer, so I'm going to set it for the Pu'reh, and I have another regular kitchen timer I'm going to set for the black tea. So, and when I do my tea, I always put my hot water in first. I don't ever pour, I shouldn't say ever, but I try not to pour the hot water on the leaves. I'm going to set that in there, and I am going to just top it off now that they're wet. Okay, that is the Pu'reh. And find my little marker there. Pu'reh Oolong. There's a little magnet on the back. And then the bubble cup. Like I said, this side shooting to have a stronger tea here. I'm just going to set that in there. Just top off. Put the little coaster, which is the lid. You can already see it changing the colors. So we will be back. Oh, let me set the timer for that one, for the black tea. So you don't ever want to go past 3 minutes is the max. I prefer 2 minutes and 30 seconds, as crazy as that sounds. That's where I find I really enjoy my cup of tea. So we're doing Toffee Caramel Pu'reh and Roasted Mocha. They are both a black tea. Stay tuned. Thank you. Okay, just coming back for a brief moment so you can hear the new timer. I don't feel personally that that's too loud where it's going to, no, that one there is loud. I don't feel that the new steep tea timer is too loud where it's going to wake somebody sleeping, but you never know. Anyway, I love it because it does mark it. Now, as I keep talking, I'll be making some bitter tea. So I'm just gonna move that a little bit. Let that drain off. You can see how nice and dark that is. Let me hit another light on here. Sorry about that. Take a look in there. There's the tea. Just going to set that aside and fact, because I want to share what this tea, the beautiful richness to the Pu'reh, you can just smell the toffee caramel to it. I'm just going to put some in a clear cup so you can see the beautiful color. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to let this sit until it gets cool. So I'm actually going to leave the lid off at this point. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it on just so I don't dump it. Okay, this one went as well. I might have taken a chance of a little bit of bitterness just because I waited an extra minute there. If that. So we're just going to... This is the roasted Mocha Black Tea. It does have the coffee beans in it. I'm not the biggest coffee fan, and I can definitely taste the coffee in this. And like I said, I'm trying something new, a recipe, combination of things I've seen on Facebook and an idea of something I already do in the morning. So stay tuned. Once these cool down, I'll be back. Well, welcome back. It's later on, pretty much evening. I had steeped off the 2 teas today. And just so you can take a look and see what the roasted mocha looks like, I just left it sit on my counter to cool down, nice and dark. And what I'm actually going to do is I had picked up some generic ice cube trays at the dollar store. And I'm going to take the bubble cup full of the roasted Mocha Black Tea. And this is going to make exactly enough to fill 1 ice cube tray. Can you see that there? So my roasted mocha filled the tray. I did put a little marker on there so I know which was which. And in the stainless teapot is the Toffee Caramel Pu'reh. That is a nice, dark, rich. If you could only smell that through the camera. Let's see if I can angle this. This is a dripless teapot. Doesn't mean I still might not make a mess. I did make extra of this tea. My goal here is to have 1 ice cube tray filled of both teas. I'm going to put them in the freezer tonight. So there's my Pu'reh tea. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator because I want this as cold. So when I get up tomorrow morning, this will be a cold pot of tea. And then I'm going to put these 2 trays into the freezer. So I will have ice cubes in the morning. Tea cubes, I should say. Black tea with caffeine. So stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about the camera movement there. It is the next morning, actually afternoon. So what we're doing now is I had refrigerated the Toffee Caramel Pu'reh nice and dark. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, I put my whole teapot right in the refrigerator. I'm not measuring, kind of winging it. So there's my tea, and these are, the lighter is the roasted mocha ice cube. So what I'm going to do, try not to make too much of a mess, I'm actually going to put the entire tray in, and then any extra beverage that I have left, these are the Toffee Caramel Pu'reh. Sorry about that. Ice cubes. There we go. And I'm going to do about half the tray of this one. So I'm going to leave a few cubes out. Okay, so right now all I have in here is the tea that was refrigerated, the ice cubes, the whole pack of the roasted mocha, and half of the caramel Pu'reh. Now, because I like to start every day with matcha, which is the fine ground green tea, you only need a half a teaspoon. I probably could do a little bit more because of the size I'm making, but we're just gonna go with that. Any shakes that I make, I add matcha to, because I have those extra antioxidants. Okay. Oh, you can hear my kitty. He's trying to put his 2 cents in. He wants matcha. I don't think so, buddy. Okay, so I'm going to sweeten this a little bit. Today I'm using stevia. I'm actually adding 4 packs because I do want this to be like a dessert, not just a breakfast, start your day caffeine. And many of you may know I use heavy cream. You can use your coconut milk. You can use your almond milk, your regular milk, whatever your preference is. I choose that because it's lower in sugar. I'm not as concerned about the calories as the sugar content. I am going to, even though there's vanilla matcha and all these other flavors, I'm going to add just a shot of, as you can see I'm not measuring, just a shot of vanilla to this. If you wanted to, I keep this on hand. If you want to be like those coffee shops. I'm not going to use that today because I don't want the extra carbs in that area. So I've got the stevia, the matcha, the tea cubes, and the cream and tea. So we're going to hit this baby in the blender. So stand by. Okay, everyone, I didn't want to kill your drums there. I have one of those Vitamixes, so I can take that. Sorry about the arm there. Doesn't that look yummy? What we're going to do is we're just going to sneak in here. This is going to be like dessert. That is yummy. What a great way to start the day. So here you have it. My refreshing breakfast for today. Well, as you can see on a hot July summer afternoon, it is going to melt a little bit. My video space storage, I ran out, so I had to clear some room. I apologize. Anyway, this is very yummy. It has a scoop of the vanilla matcha. It had the ice cubes with the roasted Mocha Black Tea, the coffee caramel Pu'reh tea, and the ice cubes that I made out of tea. Very yummy caffeine fix for today, plus that creamy ice cream feeling. Yummy, yummy for the tummy. Contact me or leave a comment below. Have a great day. Steep tea with Ginger Bee.